So the first path you can take is do it yourself. This is a great path for people that have the ability, the interest, and the time to put into their financial plan. The question I would ask myself as I think through can I DIY is, have I been telling myself that I've been doing this up to this point, but I haven't? And so then the question is, what's going to be different about now versus tomorrow when you start this? But let me give you a great example. If you're a do-it-yourselfer and you really can dedicate the time, you need to then do three things. You need to analyze and then come up with recommendations that you should give to yourself, and then you need to execute it. And so those three things, which I'll have in another video or a deep dive in and of themselves, you have to do all three functions if you're a DIYer. Lots of pros to doing it yourself. One, you can save some money. Two, you have control and know where everything is. The downsides to doing it yourself are there are things you don't know. And so are you comfortable taking that level of risk? Because you have to analyze things, and then you have to come up with a set of recommendations you're going to implement, and then you actually have to execute it. And so you have to ask yourself, can I avoid making bad decisions? And also, can I make the right decisions? So for some people, that works really well. Path two, I would call it the financial specialist path, which is more of a hybrid approach where you are outsourcing some of your decisions, but you really are like the general contractor. So you're going to go find an insurance person and an investment person and a tax person and a lawyer, and you're going to be the one that needs to sort through proposals and decide who to work with. And then they're going to give you a set of recommendations, and then you have to decide on implementing those. And this path can work for also a large number of people depending on the complexity that you have. The one thing I would say to keep in mind when you are evaluating different people of who to work with is, one, do they represent a large company? Are they employed by that company, or are they in a captive environment? Meaning, if you're going to work with someone on insurance, are they only going to be showing you the insurance that comes from the one company that they work for? If you're going to be working with an investment manager at a large wirehouse or broker dealer, and magically all the funds inside your portfolio are from that same broker dealer, you just need to be asking the right questions. I would encourage you to work with someone who is at a registered investment advisory firm, as really as small and boutique as possible. The third path that you can take for financial success and growth and growing your wealth is the path that a lot of people, I think, successfully choose, which is to hire a holistic financial planner or a strategist to do all those three things I talked about: to analyze everything about your financial life. Where are you trying to go? What have you done up to this point that's worked or not worked? Second, give you a set of recommendations across, I'm going to put up here on the screen, these are the areas that I think are really important. The three buckets, right? There's investment management, financial planning, and then tax strategy. So analyze those factors across all of your life and give you recommendations across each, and then also be smart enough to know the third phase, which one should you execute on first? And then the person you've hired to do this is actually going to help you execute it. And so this person that's going to work with you is going to work with you across all of these different areas and may likely have a 2, 3, 4 year runway of, hey, we're going to accomplish this in year 1, this in year 2, this in year 3. And if you have a very complex situation, you own a company, you're self-employed, you have multiple streams of income, you have a complicated legal structure, you have lots of different things going on. Well, why are you trying to do it yourself? That's where the third part of the third path, I should say, of hiring comes in. So to review, DIY, hybrid, or hire. And as you look at your own situation, you should think through, who am I? What am I good at? What have I historically, failed at, and where I should put my money and my effort into choosing which path.